Good day to all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all races, genders, religions, etc. As I slowly but surely make my way towards my bachelor's degree, I encourage everyone to either complete your degree or continue going on with college. College has taken up a good majority of my time in these recent times. As rewarding as it feels sometimes, it does take a lot of my time, and some of the things that are going on around the world, I'm not talking about it as much like I want to because I'm so focused on college right now, but please just trust me. Once I'm done with college, I can focus a lot more on making YouTube videos. With all that being said, let's get to today's topic. So Batman's getting yet another movie and potentially a trilogy.
Sorry.
Now, don't get me wrong. Batman is actually one of my favorite characters in DC, even though he walks around Gotham City, and to be quite frank, the whole DC universe, with a little device that is known as plot armor. On top of that, his super fans can be over the top sometimes. Despite me being more on Team Marvel, I do enjoy seeing DC comics and films. In fact, the first film that I saw in theaters that was a DC movie was actually Batman vs. Superman, though it was not my first DC film that I saw. That was actually Batman Forever.
You gonna eat that?
And come to think about it, DC characters were one of my main focuses when I was posting on Comics Respect, because I wanted to know a lot more about DC characters than I did Marvel, because, you know, I've been a big Marvel fan. At least this time it won't be an origin story. Bruce Wayne's parents are the Uncle Ben of cinema nowadays. Now that I remember it, probably going back to around 2019, when Robert Pattinson was announced as Batman, I remember there were numerous individuals who just didn't like the idea of Pattinson being the new man to take the role of Batman. There were petitions of fans raging like they were playing Modern Warfare 2 on Xbox Live and just constantly doubting Pattinson because of Twilight. Now, granted, Twilight was not one of my most favorite movies, but to judge someone based on a particular role in a movie that wasn't universally liked seems like an overreaction. Is it me, or does that sound familiar to anyone? That's right, Ben Affleck. In case some of y'all forgot, let me re-jog y'all's memory. When it was announced that Ben Affleck would be the new Batman in the DCEU, just like the current role owner, fans lost their shit and petitioned to have Affleck out of the role. Anybody remember that?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
And then what happened after that? The first image of Affleck as Batman was released to the public. Not everyone in the world was a fan. Then the trailer for Batman vs. Superman was released. And oddly enough, everybody in the universe, no, scratch that, not in the universe, everybody in the multiverse couldn't wait to see Ben Affleck as Batman. Now, there have been multiple trailers on the film spanning back to August 2020, a period of time when I was wallowing in self-pity. My initial thoughts on the first trailer was that it looked like a brutal yet entertaining movie to see in theater. I did enjoy the morbid feeling that the trailer brought, especially with Something in a Way by Nirvana playing. The Riddler in this movie, him being the main villain for the first time since Jim Carrey, he actually looks menacing in this one. Penguin is also making a comeback since Batman Returns, and Catwoman first time since Anne Hathaway. Then the scene I can't wait to see, Batman beats the ever-living shit out of a kid. I like the idea that the movie will tap more into Batman's detective skills, even though we'll be seeing more of, quite possibly, a more brutal yet non-lethal Batman. Now, like I said before, there have been multiple trailers on the film since August, so I'm not going to go into every single one. Now, that being said, I think this Batman is going to bring something similar and new to the Batman franchise. I like to see some of Batman's lesser-known villains, like Talon and the Court of Owls, Lady Shiva, Prometheus, and maybe Deathstroke. Though I do see him as more of like a third film villain, kind of like Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. We'll see how it goes though. Now, speaking of my previous video, if you didn't see it, or you didn't see it all the way through, then you missed the message that I left at the end. So for those who've missed it, I will be working on characters for this film like I did on my Comics Respect account. With this movie coming out on March 4th and I have to deal with the final classes I am taking for college, I will do my best to have them all released before the movie releases. No promises, but I will do my best. And with that being said, I would like to hear your thoughts on what you think about Batman. You think it's going to suck, or do you think it's going to surpass the Dark Knight trilogy? That being said, thank you for watching this video. have a wonderful rest of your day.